Namaste. I want to talk about today the power that lies in each one of us. Now, I think one of the biggest problems in humanity right now is that we underestimate our own co-creative power. We have forgotten that we are made in the image of the Creator, and that we create our reality day by day, minute by minute, year by year. There is the personal creation and there is the mass co-creation. The lives that we are experiencing right now are the culmination of all our thoughts, words, and deeds. And the way to improve and to get what we want rather than what we don't want is to focus on that which we want more than we focus on that is undesirable. Unfortunately, the consciousness of humanity has been co-opted and taken over and manipulated by a group of very cunning, very intelligent psychopaths who have taken control of virtually all input to our consciousness. What this has resulted in is garbage in, garbage out, and therefore our thoughts, words, and deeds are molded by what we see, what we hear, what we think. But that in itself is molded by our everyday surroundings, by what comes in through our ears, what comes in through our eyes. That is being controlled by entities. I say entities because they're not necessarily just human. These humans, they can be human counterpart to this because to interface with us, they need human beings who have been co-opted and who have sold their souls in order to attain material wealth at a cost they have no idea what that cost is. Jesus said that what does it gain a man to gain the world and lose his soul? So the media, as you might have guessed, that's what I'm talking about. The media has been under the control of a few families which have studied occult matters for hundreds of years. They know that mass humanity has incredible power in the way that they have mass thoughts create mass realities. Thoughts are things, and many thoughts concentrated will produce things in a very short amount of time. So they aim to control what we think by creating media for us to look at on TV. I mean, you look at Netflix these days, the amount of horror, the amount of violence that you see is incredible. It really is. It's satanic in nature, much of it, and it desensitizes us to violence and evil and self-harming actions under the guise that it's just entertainment. These guys know how reality works, how to create a reality themselves. They don't have the power themselves. They need us. We are the cattle. This is a huge farm that they've created here where we are subjugated and enslaved by the financial system and mind controlled by a media system which keeps us focused on our own enslavement. By keeping our thoughts, first of all, stop the bullshit going into your head. Stop the negativity coming into your head through what you see and what you hear. Filter out the garbage, first of all. That's one of the most important things. Filter out all the garbage. Read that which is beneficial to you and all of humanity, that will lift your vibration, that will lift your spirit, lift the quality of your thoughts. Start a collection of spiritual books to read. There's so much material on the web to be found that is of such uplifting vibration. You'll feel uplifted, you'll feel happier, you'll feel calmer. There will be an inner joy come out of you as you realize that everyday's problems are not that important, and that real joy and bliss comes from within. But the first thing you've got to do is realize that the media is not there to inform you. It is there to manipulate you. It lies to you through omission, through direct lying, misrepresentation. It's all there. When you learn about this, you suddenly catch more and more of it. You see how they use language, and these people are masters of language. And they twist things so that the villain becomes the hero becomes the villain. It is all how it's edited, how it's portrayed. And this is how we are fooled into being willing slaves, and how the very people who try to free us, we will attack. I mean, look at the Trump administration and what it's trying to do. It's telling you in the very beginning, Trump said, look, I'm here to give back power to the people, because the people who have been governing you are criminals, and they've been ripping you off and empowering themselves, enriching themselves at your expense. Wow, that is the first president to say it out loud, and also to say things, the Lord's Prayer, and mention God. Some of the Democrats, Biden and Obama and some of the others, will not even mention the word God. Why is that? It is because they worship Lucifer. They have no conscience whatsoever. And the only way we're going to get out of governance by these people, because the governance we get is the people get is the governance they deserve. If you want to be like these people with all the power and the depravity that they enjoy, which is actually killing them slowly, disintegrating their DNA from the evil acts that they do. They think they're going to get away with it. Nobody gets away with it. Everything is accountable, fully accountable. Nobody's going to punish you for what you have done. If you have harmed another, you will simply decide that in order to stop yourself from doing that again, you will put yourself in a position where you will experience what you caused another to experience. So you want to go through this cycle again, carry on. But if you want to wise up and realize that real happiness comes from giving happiness to others, you only get what you give. Once you realize this, life will change. Life will change for you. You can still go for the bigger car, the house, everything you want. But these things become less important as you work towards greater bliss within, greater satisfaction from living your life one day to the next. And this is really wonderful. This will keep you in good health, because your thoughts and your mood affect your body, your health. You might notice when you're under stress, when you're in fear, your immune system goes down and you get sick. So anyway, what I would suggest is to use your co-creative power with God to create a better world for everyone. Once you take the I out of it and you say, I want a world where everyone benefits, that's when the law works to your advantage, because the law says what you wish for others, you attract to yourself. So the first thing you have to realize is don't keep asking for stuff for yourself. You know, I want that BMW, I want that bigger house, I want that promotion, etc. First of all, realize that the universe works in a certain way such that what you cause others to experience, what you wish for others to experience, you attract to yourself. So the great dichotomy is that the greatest service to self becomes the greatest service to others. There's actually no difference. So when you meditate, and you should be meditating every day, when you meditate, and one of the most wonderful ways to get into a meditative state is to use the Wim Hof method. Now, since I started doing this, I have improved health, cognition. There's a lot of benefits from it. And when you hold your breath in the Wim Hof, or when you're just meditating, visualize a world where there is a golden age instead of the iron age. If you visualize a world for a golden age for everyone, you are not asking just for yourself, you're asking for everyone to benefit from free technologies to be released, so that nobody has to worry about having a roof over their head, shelter, heating, food. Because when you get free energy, and this free energy technology exists out there, and it has been suppressed by the powers that were. The tyrants don't want this free energy technology to be released, because it creates a level playing field where they will not be able to control you anymore. So the first thing to do is to use your creative powers of thought to visualize a world where the free energy has been released for everyone to enjoy, where everyone lives like a millionaire. Also, the healing modalities that have been suppressed for a very long time, cures to cancer, cures to arthritis, MSC, autoimmune diseases, every single thing, these need to be released. Because once again, these things have been suppressed in order to control us. So when you go into meditation, visualize a golden age where there is freedom instead of slavery. If enough of us do this, just a small percentage, the changes seen in this world will be phenomenal, amazing. And also, you will then have asked for good things for other human beings, not just yourself. And that in itself is a great feeling. That is in itself one of the greatest charities that you can ever carry out and donate to. Your time and your energy and your creative thought to create a better world for anyone. Because believe me, this has a more greater power than you can possibly imagine. And if enough of us do it, the world will change just like that. Namaste.